Well, welcome to Fidelity. My name is Sean Belka, and I have the privilege of leading the Fidelity Center for Applied Technology and Fidelity Labs. And we are tremendously excited about today. It's been our privilege to be part of the FinTech Sandbox since the beginning, and because we share a common goal, and that's really to catalyze innovation in FinTech. And they have just been doing an amazing job. And so with no further ado, please let me introduce Gene Donnelly, the Executive Director, to tell you all about it.
All right, how's everybody doing? Woo! You excited? Right? All right. Thank you so much for coming today. This is amazing. We're so excited to have everybody here. And I want to thank Sean and give a warm welcome or a warm thank you to the Fidelity team for hosting us because this is amazing. This is amazing space. The team here has been phenomenal. A couple months ago, I don't know, Ryan texted where he is, but Ryan said to me a couple months ago, he's like, hey, the next Sandbox demo day, let's make it an event in Boston. Let's make it a reason for people to come to Boston and see what we have here when it comes to FinTech. And I think we've created something pretty spectacular. So thank you, Ryan, for the inspiration, and thanks to the Fidelity team for making this happen. This is great. I would also like to thank our event sponsors for the evening. So Ernst & Young, Mass Mutual Ventures, S&P Global Market Intelligence, UK Trade and Investment, and Xignite for their strong support to our program and to our startups. And I want to thank you all for being here. It's been a year, like literally a year tomorrow, I think it is, from when we had our launch event on a rainy night at District Hall on the waterfront. And it's just been an amazing year in terms of where we've come to. So what's happened in the past year in FinTech? According to CB Insights, there have been 1,162 FinTech deals in 2015, totaling just under $33 billion investment. Early stage FinTech funding is still going strong with a record $1.7 billion in 2015. Some estimate that there are close to 6,000 FinTech startups globally. So some are concerned that, whether the FinTech bubble is ending and, in terms of what that looks like with a bumpy Q1. But given the readiness of our consumers, the need of the industry for innovation, we know it will continue. And while payments and lending have been leading the charge and have seen a lot of companies in dollars, areas to this region, such as investment management and insurance, are still really keen to find emerging technologies to meet the solutions that they need. What have we seen over the past year? So we've received over 160 applications from across the globe. We've onboarded 26 amazing data partners and infrastructure partners, and we've created relationships with 10 accelerator programs, and over 1,400 people have joined our program. Now, the real underlying metric that's most important is we've been able to help 39 startups create over what we call 100 collisions, or basically interactions with data partners in order to move their products forward. Now, while we're based here in Boston, we're proud to support startups here in our own FinTech Mecca, but also in New York, the Bay Area, and London. We do ask our startups to give back to the community and to pass forward when it comes to the knowledge obtained by working with financial data. We have over 200 lines of code have been committed to our GitHub site, as well as Q&A documentation on how to use these data sets, which has really been amazing, the give back that folks are willing to do. So I hope you'll be inspired tonight by the 8 strong startups who will be giving you some views into some of their incredible technology. And I hope you'll be inspired to be an active part of our community, whether it be a partner, volunteering as a beta tester, or being a potential customer for these organizations. So let's hear it for the startups one more time. We're getting ready to come up. So I'd like to introduce you to our MC for the evening, Danielle Duplin. She's been a great friend to the Sandbox since the beginning and a great coach to the amazing startups that we have here today. She has over 25 years of expertise in exploring emerging trends in business and technology and designing and producing events that connect people and ideas. She's co-founder of TEDx Boston, as well as a producer of our annual Hub Week events here. Danielle helps you own the moment as a public speaking coach and strategic event curator. Please join me in welcoming Danielle to the stage.
We hug in financial services. Well, hello, beautiful people. Are you ready? Yeah, I can feel the energy. Yes. So, this is an exciting day, 1-year anniversary from launching the FinTech Sandbox, and we have an exciting program for you today. We can't wait for you to meet 8 awesome startups that come from all the cities covered by the FinTech Sandbox. They've come from London, San Francisco, New York, and right here in Boston. And the next time we get together, we hope to bring you teams from Chicago, where the Sandbox is expanding into next. So stay tuned for that. So let's begin where all good things begin, and that's from a place of gratitude. When I look at this room filled wall to wall with support, I know I speak on behalf of all the startups that we are deeply grateful to each of you. Why? Because in the anticipation of presenting in front of you today has been a tremendous catalyst for these teams. They have spent months synthesizing their content and clarifying their value propositions. And we all know that for young companies with ambitions this big and runways this short, this is an essential skill. So you have already helped these startups grow. So thank you. Okay, now you're about to see impressive demos ranging from big data analytics to trading platforms to personal finance. And you're going to see very clever ways in which these teams are applying technology to simplify complexity or generate financial insights that were never before possible. So it's a very exciting time for our industry overall. Now, a couple of notes about the format. One is we've strictly limited the demos to 5 minutes. It's a really tall task. Okay, so 5 minutes, you're going to hear 3 things. You're going to hear what it is, how it works, and why it matters. What you're not going to hear are business models and requests for funding, even though they're dying to ask for funding. Okay? So I'm just going to put that out there, because otherwise the SEC would make us call this Investor Day instead of Demo Day. Okay? Second thing is we've asked the teams to embed videos of their product in action instead of kind of relying on live demos. It's a little too anxiety producing. But I assure you that they all have live demos and they can't wait to show you them downstairs at the showcase at the end of the program. And also note that it's agonizing for them to decide what features to show you in 5 minutes and which ones to leave out on the table. So if your curiosity is piqued and you're wondering if these products can do more, they probably can. So please, again, ask all the questions you have to the startups afterwards. They're really eager to meet you. Okay, ready to get started? So as we said, the FinTech Sandbox community is just as important as the free data that it provides. So we've invited key partners to introduce each of the startups. These folks have given generously of their time, their talent, and their treasure to help these teams flourish. So with that, please give a warm welcome to our first introducer, Stéphane Dubois.